One thing almost everybody remembers is slope-intercept form. Y equals mx plus b. And what this means is you can write equations such that they are the slope times x added to the y-intercept. That's why it's called y-intercept form or slope-intercept form. Now, this particular problem is asking, it's being a little annoying. It's saying line M, okay? That right there, that is not slope. That M right there, that's just the way we're referring to a line. Okay, so don't get those confused. In this problem, M is a line, it's not the slope of the line. I want to figure out the equation that describes M. Okay, now let's talk about what's given to us. We know, and this is important, we know that M is perpendicular to the line described by this thing. Okay, well, what's the slope of this equation in blue? The slope is equal to negative 4 over 5. So that means something perpendicular to it is going to have a different slope. The perpendicular slope is therefore equal to positive 5 over 4. The way you find perpendicular slopes is you flip the slope upside down, right? The 4 goes on the bottom, 5 goes on the top, and then you change its sign from a positive to a negative. And if I wanted to make this a longer video, we could go through a big, long song and dance with the graphs, but I find it's mostly helpful just to remember that we're flipping this thing upside down, switch the positive to a negative, or vice versa. So if I'm looking for a slope of 5/4, that means I can rule out this one, and this one. I've only got two options left. A +1 y-intercept or a -19 y-intercept. And to sort it out, to figure out which one it really is, you have to use this final piece of information here. The fact that the line M passes through the point -8, -9. And anytime you see this phrase, passes through the point, that's code for plug that point into your equation. So here's my equation, right? Y equals, right, mx plus b. And I know the slope of my equation has to be 5 over 4. That's the perpendicular slope we just found. Okay, so here's my new equation with everything I know plugged into it. And now let's put in the point. So that becomes -9 equals 5/4 times the point x, which is -8, plus b. Okay, so a little bit of algebra to do. This is going to be -9. Now 5/4 times -8. The 4 and the 8 partially cancel out. And by the time you're done sorting the wreckage, it's going to turn into -10. Right, 5 times -8 is -40. Divided by 4 is -10. And we have plus b. So now we just add 10 to each side, and I get 1 equals b. So that tells me the y-intercept, and I found my answer. Just to review, the slope part of this answer came from the fact that M is perpendicular to this slope right here. Okay, that's where the M portion of that equation came from. And the b-intercept portion right here, the y-intercept, came from us knowing that it passed through this point.